Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is winter biking season, and for the last few years I've been rocking these Giro Verse goggles. The big thing for me really is that these fog up easily, especially when I'm working hard on the bike, especially when the temps dip down, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. In those ranges, these are gonna fog over. It's just unavoidable. And when they do fog over and the temps are that cold, that fog ices over quickly and it's tough to see. There's more times than I can count. I'm trying to get back to the trailhead, looking through that one little unfrozen spot on the lenses, so not good. So I decided to upgrade this year, and after doing some research, I ended up going with the Melon Optics Parker goggles. So let's check these out. All right, so I read some good things online about Melon Optics, so I went over to their website, and there were a few things that I liked right from the get-go. First is you are able to completely customize your goggles. For instance, not only was I able to select my frame color, I went with the Always Classy Camel, but I also paired that with a strap, and there are several designs to choose from a classic black to the Melon logo to donuts and all kinds of stuff. Again, I went with camel. And then it's time to select a lens, which brings us to the other thing I liked about this website, which is the little lens guide. This will show you how the available lenses will look with the frame and strap you've chosen. This little picture shows how it'll look for you as you wear the lens, and some other info like visible light transmission, or VSL. So VSL is measured in percentage, and it really just means that out of the available light that will reach the lens, how much of it gets through. So a lower percentage means less light gets through. This is good for bright, sunny conditions. A higher percentage means more light gets through, which is good for dark or nighttime conditions. I went with the red chrome, which I think will do good in sun or shade, and it'll enhance the contrast while biking through the forest. So I also threw in these low light lenses, which are going to be great for night riding. It gets dark early, obviously, in winter, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of these. They swap out really nice with the other lenses, and I'll demonstrate that shortly here. But first, so the goggles showed up. I got this hard case. This does not come with a purchase of just a pair of goggles. I got it for a little extra for additional protection. But then inside, you get a little sticker. You can do whatever you want with this. You can put it on your water bottle. You can give it to your kids and let them put it wherever. And then there's this nice drawstring microfiber soft bag. Inside, obviously, the goggles. And I gotta say, I like how these goggles look. I just do. That's subjective, personal preference. Maybe me picking out the design of these components have something to do with that. So taking a little closer look at these goggles, these are a low profile goggle, so they offer a nice large viewing area, and I was happy to learn that they did not interfere with my helmet at all. That's obviously pretty important, so that was good. The lenses are made by Zeiss, who's a well-known manufacturer of high-quality optics. They offer 100% UV protection and are coated for anti-fog. Looking at the frame, there are vents all around the exterior of these goggles, which really help with airflow, prevent the lens from fogging up, which was really great. I like to see that. This triple layer foam here makes it very comfortable and offers some sweat absorption when you're working extra hard on the bike. And I gotta say, this inner layer that goes against your face here, I don't know what kind of material it is, but it is very, very soft. It's kind of like a robe or your favorite sweatshirt resting on your face. So hey, little added perk, doesn't hurt. As far as the strap, there's nothing special about how it adjusts, all pretty normal. You do have this these tacky strips on the inside of the strap to help it keep in place on the helmet and not slide around. And then this switch fast strap system, as Melon calls it, allows you to take the strap on and off very easily. So that is kind of a nice perk if you want to wash it, or maybe you are sick of the design and you want to get a new one. Very easy on and off, so that's great. And then the lenses, I mentioned before, are very easy to change out, and I'll kind of walk you through how I do it. I'm sure I'll get faster as I get more used to it, but basically what you do is take off these little tabs here. You just pull them back, and you can see it starts to separate from the lens. So there you go, you got the bottom. Well, that was the top, I guess. Now I'm doing the bottom. Get the bottom off, and you can just kind of pull these right out, and there you go. So it's out, and then maybe I want to put in this low light lens for riding at night. Kind of the same thing backwards. Getting them on is a little trickier. I try to look for, there's this little seam in here where the lens goes. I try to get that in first on that side. Okay, yep, and then it kind of moves around on me a little bit, but that's okay. Stick with it and you will get it in. Got those two tabs on that side, so it's pretty good over there. The trick is not to let those pop out now. And then I kind of get the other side in that little groove down there. So that is in. I can pop these tabs in, and then just kind of work on this top one. Again, the trick is try to prevent the other ones from popping out while you're trying to get the last ones in. And voila, that's it. We have, well, yep, there we go. We are ready to ride at night now with a low light lens. All right, so this is all wonderful, but how do these work on the trail? Only one way to find out. All right, I'm at Elm Creek, gonna go give these goggles a try. Let's go see how they work. All right, well, I think I got my work cut out for me. I think it's gonna be a hard ride. Probably gonna put in a lot of work and sweat, so that's good for the fog test. Optics are good. Everything's very clear. I feel like I have really good contrast. I actually can notice that. Didn't think I'd be able to, but I do. As compared to my Giroverse goggles, so that's good. Okay, it's about 30 degrees out, so this is not the best day to be out testing this for fogging up, but right now, as I speak, these are passing a crucial test. Whew. Just climbed up a pretty, for Elm Creek, a pretty steep part, a hill here, and with the conditions as they are, a lot of sliding. You really have to maintain your balance, make sure your tires are in the right spot. It's a lot of work, so I'm breathing heavy right now. And I got up, I got off, and I'm just standing here. And they're not fogging up. My old goggles would have fogged up without a doubt right now. Just, you work hard, your body creates that heat, and then you just stop. Yeah, and they're not fogging at all, so far so good. Okay, and my final thoughts on these Melon Optics Parker goggles. I gotta say, I really like them. I would recommend them if you are looking for a new pair of goggles. Things I liked, probably most importantly, is that they did not fog up. That's very important for me when I'm out riding my bike in winter. They just did not fog up. And I wasn't able to test them on a really cold day, but my thinking is that if the lens is not gonna fog up in the first place, there's not gonna be anything there for the cold to ice over. So I think this is gonna be a very good winter on the bike and big upgrade from last year. Other than that, the large field of vision was great. The optics were very crisp. Love the fact that you can change out the lens. Also really like the fact that you can customize the look of these. Everybody has a different style, so changing the frame style, the strap style, all very cool. Kudos to Melon for doing that. The only negative I can really think about on these is the cost. Depending on the lens you select, you're probably going to spend right around $120. And while that's not the cheapest pair of goggles on the market, it certainly is not the most expensive. It is kind of a mid-range product. And for that, I would say that these performed very well. Anyhow, I hope this has been helpful. I would love to hear in the comments what kind of goggles you've used, what's worked for you, what hasn't. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.